The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Xavier Gipson has been released. The Jets are looking ahead to a showdown with the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. We break down the latest news. Matt O'Leary will join us. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
I'm excited about the things that we're continuing to build and how we're moving forward.
If you're feeling good about the New York Jets, make some noise.
The 2025 New York Jets season is officially here. Can Aaron Glenn lead the team back to the playoffs and finally deliver on the promise this roster has shown? Every step of the journey, the Jake Asman Show will have you covered, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go on a Thursday, obviously a horrendous day in our country's history and everything that happened. Of course, with Charlie Kirk, we are aware of that, and hopefully the show can provide an escape. But let me say this at the start. Never forget everyone involved with September 11th, 2001. My stepdad, his brother, passed away on 9/11, so this day is obviously very significant in my family and many people's family that are watching the show. So obviously had to start with that as a little tribute to all the victims and all the heroes from that day. With that said, we will provide that escape and talk about the New York Jets. And let's say hello right now in his weekly spot to our guy, Matt O'Leary. Matt, you were there on Sunday. It was a rare circumstance for you guys. Yes, the Jets lost, but you actually saw points, touchdowns, things happening. How we feeling as we kind of put a bow on that Jet performance on Sunday against the Steelers?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I was obviously bummed they didn't win the game and wanted to come out of there with a win. But I think the longer I got away from those initial emotions after losing, I chose to take a lot of the positives out of week one. And that's not to minimize the things that they did to cost them the game. But at the same time, you know, it's not often we see the Jets score 32 points. They tied their season high from a year ago where they scored 32. I believe it was twice last year against Miami and Jacksonville. And Justin Fields looked really good in this game. And Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, the stars on offense, looked good. So I'm hoping the offensive performance carries over in week two, and hopefully the defense has a little bit of a step up performance against Buffalo.
When you were there, did it feel real what you were watching? Like just seeing the Jets for a lot of that game flawlessly go up and down the field, Matt?
Yeah, no, for sure. It was unexpected. I don't think anyone anticipated the Jets offense to be the strength, and that's exactly what it was in week one. And, you know, the games that myself, Ryan, and Greenbean go to, we're not used to them getting in the end zone. So, like, I had to explain to my mom why I'm climbing over her to get the Greenbean to high five after they got in the end zone. But yeah, they scored 4 touchdowns, which was, again, that was so awesome to see. And I just hope that these are, signs of things to come for what the Jets offense looks like this year.
I think that's the biggest question now. Like, is Justin Fields' performance against the Steelers sustainable? I think they're going to be able to run the ball well this year. I think they're going to have a good offensive line this year. I don't know if anyone, even if you're the biggest Fields optimist, was expecting to throw the ball as well as he did. Do you believe what we saw can be replicated going forward?
Yeah, I definitely think it can be. My issue with Justin Fields, I was never someone who said, oh, he can't pass. He's not a passer. For me, it was consistency. I think we've seen flashes of him having games similar to this throughout his career. But now for me, I want to see him come out and do it again. And, maybe not to the same exact level. He put up a pretty insane performance in terms of completion percentage and just, overall efficiency, but significantly more positive games than negative games, I think will go a long way for him being here for longer than just this year. And hopefully the Jets winning some more games. But for this game coming up against Buffalo, yeah, I think you go into it with essentially the same plan, run the ball, establish the run. Buffalo really struggled against Baltimore in week one against the run. And hopefully Fields is just as efficient when he does have to drop back and pass the ball.
That to me is the big thing, right? Like obviously, the Bills defense got lit up by a Ravens team that has a similar philosophy to what the Jets want to do, run the football. Now the Jets don't have Derrick Henry, but hey, Breece Hall looked incredible from what I saw. Hey, the Jets don't have Lamar Jackson, but you know what? Justin Fields could do a lot of the things from a rushing standpoint that we've seen Lamar do. So I think there is a path to at least replicate some of what we saw. I think obviously the big question is, can the Jets defense make enough plays? Can they force turnovers? Can they catch the passes that hit them in the hands? Can they fall on a fumble? Can they not have 7 or 8 miscommunication breakdowns in the secondary? That's what I'm not sure of, just because of how good Josh Allen is.
Yeah, and he could absolutely take advantage of those mistakes, and you can't have those again. Like if the defense in the secondary, outside of Sauce Gardner, Sauce was awesome in this game, but if the rest of the secondary plays the way that it did in week 1 against Buffalo, they're going to be in for a really long day because Allen will pick them apart. And you look at the defensive line, they had 4 sacks. I know, Quincy on the blitz had 1 too, but they had 4 sacks against Aaron Rodgers. Allen moves significantly better than Aaron Rodgers. So are you going to be able to get home as much defensively against this Buffalo Bills unit? It's obviously a question mark for this game, and part of the reason why I'm concerned going into this week 2 matchup.
Click the like button if you're just tuning in. Matt O'Leary is with us here. The latest odds from FanDuel, our official sponsor, our official sports book of the show, have the New York Jets, Matt, as a 6.5-point underdog. The over-under for the game, it's a little higher than what we had last week. It's up to 46.5, so we could get some more scoring in this game. And if the Jets score anywhere close to what they did last week, that is going to be a over total easily. Your thoughts on that line, though? Is it fair for the Jets to be almost a touchdown home underdog?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Jets keep it close in this game for a while, but I think 7 is around the number that I was thinking the spread was going to be. Last week, I was all over the under. That obviously did not come to fruition. This week, I think the over feels pretty good, especially with how both of these defenses look. So, with that said, now it's going to be a 10-3 game going into the fourth quarter. That's just how these things usually go. But I think both offenses are able to score points in this game. I just don't know if the Jets, at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, have enough to keep it to a 1-score game.
Can the Jets beat the Buffalo Bills? That is the question, and avoid that 0-2 start. Matt O'Leary with us in his weekly spot. I want to share our awesome giveaway here on a Thursday morning. A signed Wayne Corbett jersey. That's right. Not often we get to do a signed item for a daily prize, but one of the greatest Jets ever in the Ring of Honor, Mr. Third Down, Wayne Corbett, giving away a signed jersey by the legend at the end of the show. Gift the membership to enter. If you don't win, why don't you try and enter anyway for a chance on Tuesday during our weekly raffle to win a signed Justin Fields jersey, signed Jermaine Johnson jersey, and a signed Sauce Gardner jersey. Comments, questions, super chats, get them in. Matt and I will answer them. We start off, though, by saying, hey, Rick Kent, thank you for gifting 5 channel memberships.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Other people enter in the raffle. Black Gypsy, he gifted a membership, and G. Parker became a channel member on his own, so he joins the raffle for 1 as well. Matt, yesterday the Jets acted swiftly. They decided to release Xavier Gipson. Aaron Glenn speaking for the first time. This was AG talking about that decision.
We released Xavier Gipson, and we will be bringing in some other guys. We already brought one guy in, Isaiah Williams, who I know. He was with us in Detroit. I think 23 or 24. He was with us. And then we're going to look at some guys that's in-house. And I want to be known that decisions that's made are not rash decisions, and they're never based off of one incident. So, and I will keep it at that. Xavier is a really good player, and he's going to play in this league. But I felt there was time for us to move on in another direction. So I'll leave it at that.
What were your thoughts on the Jets releasing Gipson, Matt?
I think it had to be done. It was obviously, in my opinion, a head scratcher when he made the initial roster. And unfortunately, one of his biggest issues is fumbles. It wasn't just this game. And, the fumble that Pittsburgh recovered at like the 20-yard line really put them in a good spot to go up in this game. But even on his best return of the day, he technically fumbled there too. And McCurry Ball jumped on it. And, that's 2 fumbles, which put him up to 11 in 35 games. That's just way too many fumbles. And, I didn't really feel all that trustworthy of him back there. And, I don't know how much of an upgrade this switch is going to be, but the guy doesn't have any fumbles at this point in his career. So I'm okay if he's just a sure-handed guy, because I can't really deal with the turnovers on the special team side. Like, you're not going to be able to beat Buffalo or many games, honestly, on the Jets schedule if they lose the turnover battle.
Completely agree. It was head scratching that he was on the team in the first place. But I will say this, at least he acted swiftly in the case of Aaron Glenn. Like, if this was, Robert Saleh, someone joked yesterday in the chat, Gipson would have been a team captain this week. Like, actually holding someone accountable is a nice sign. And look, obviously, if this was like Garrett Wilson fumbling, you're not getting rid of him. But like, Gipson was player 53 on the roster. It gives you an opportunity to send a message to the entire team and show the fan base when you're preaching accountability that it's not just talking, it's actually doing.
Yeah, 100%. And you could preach accountability all you want, but your actions have to back that up. And I think this is exactly what it was, right? Like he said after the game, if you cost us games, you're not going to play. And then 2 days later, he's cut. He's no longer on the roster. So I'm glad that they acted swiftly. It was unfortunate that pretty much every Jet fan knew that this was going to happen. And, it only took 1 game for him to have a turnover. So, questionable decision at the time, but glad that they adjusted immediately.
What are your thoughts on who the kick returner, punt returner will be for this week?
Yeah, I mean, Arian Smith was back there and had a return towards the end of the game, which I think was exciting. I'm going to look for Kene Nwanu. Is he going to be healthy for this week? He left in the first quarter of the game, which, you look at it last year, he had an unbelievable return for a touchdown and then got hurt in that same game. So injuries seem like a factor. And, I know they just signed Isaiah Williams. I think there's a strong chance he's active and is going to be one of the guys rotating through, especially if Nwanu's not good to go. If Nwanu's not good to go, I would bet it's Williams and Arian Smith.
Well, think about it too, right? When you sign someone from someone's practice squad, you got to put them on your 53. So if you're adding him already to your 53, chances are you think he could be active and be your kickoff punt returner by Sunday.
Exactly. Right. Like I would assume he's going to be active and out there. It's just a matter to me if Nwanu is also healthy. And if he's not, then I think Arian Smith is the one who gets that nod.
Bo C, check it in. He joins our raffle for 2. Bo, shout out to you. Matt, I was right about the 20 points. Now we start on the 10 wins. Then it's Bo Day, Starbucks gift card, and a personalized apology hallmark from the legend who is Matt O.
Yeah, I'll totally do it. I'd be happy to do that. If the Jets are scoring 20 plus points every single week and they end up in 10 wins, I will write the best apology that Bo Cephas has ever seen.
God, the amount of things I promised if like the Jets made the playoffs or won more than like 10 games, like it's just, and it's all worth it. I'd do anything.
Sure.
Got to do it. Anthony Logerato, he gifted 5 memberships for the community. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for 5. He has a chance to win a signed Wayne Corbett jersey at the end of the show.
Hello, you play to win the game.
And today we're playing to win this, a signed Corbett jersey by one of the greatest New York Jets of all time. Matt, in regards to Tanner Engstrand, give me your thoughts on his play calling performance. Because I thought if, beyond just Justin Fields, do we have a legitimate play caller for the first time since, like, I don't even know. It truly did feel different, though, watching how the Jets operated as an offense. Give me your thoughts on Engstrand.
I thought he was really, really good. I liked that they came out and wanted to establish their identity, which was running the ball and being an effective rushing team. I have a few nitpicky things. On the first drive, I think it was 2nd and 9, they ran the ball, lost 2 yards, and then on 3rd and 11, they ran the ball again. I would have liked to see them have more than just the 1 passing attempt on that drive. I think they got a bit conservative. And then I didn't mind them going for 2 after the penalty. I just didn't really like the play call. You have Justin Fields go under center and rush with him. That's what I would have done.
Do the tush push. Like, why can't we run that play with our O-line and the fact that the Jets voted to keep it anyway?
That was my thoughts exactly. I was yelling that up in the stands, was hoping to see that. So that's my very small criticism of Tanner Engstrand, but overall it's hard not to come away impressed with his performance.
Brees Hall, another guy I want to get your thoughts on. We mentioned him earlier. You and I were big Brees guys this offseason. We said we were holding our Brees stock. We were going to buy the dip even. Did that look like the Brees Hall of old to you? Is that the guy we can now see going forward?
Yeah, he looked like 2022 Brees before the injury. I thought he looked explosive. He was decisive too. That was an issue for him last year. It didn't seem like he had a ton of confidence running the ball. And I wonder how much of that is one, health, as we know, but two, on the coaching and how they schemed up the offensive line. I thought they obviously played well and created holes for him, but he found those holes and then made something out of nothing too. There were times where he could have been tackled for a loss and then ended up picking up a couple extra yards. He was really, really good. I'm glad that I held on to my Brees Hall stock. I think that continues.
You just look at the rushing yards in general. I mean, 107 on the ground for Brees, 19 carries, Fields doing his thing with his legs for another 48. And you really didn't get a ton from Braylon Allen or Isaiah Davis. It just kind of felt like this was going to be a Brees game because they were feeding the hot hand. I wonder going forward, is that their plan, or is Brees going to just remain as the true bell cow running back for this team?
Yeah, I think you ride Brees until it stops working, right? Like in this game, he was clearly their best running back, and Braylon Allen didn't really do much. He got in the end zone. His one rush was, the touchdown run was 8 yards, and then on the other 5 carries, total just 1 yard there. So I think you ride Brees for as long as it works, but this is a game where I think you see a similar team rushing total. They ran for, 182 they had in that game. I think we see something similar against Buffalo this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching, pay attention. Look what Bo C just did. $50 super chat just to say the following: F Buffalo.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
Let's go, Bo. Bo knows, baby. Check it in with a $50 super chat. He gets into the raffle for our signed Corbett jersey for 10 with this. Thank you as always, Bo. You are the man. And look, if the Jets win, Bo, they're on their way to winning 10 games. How about that? Because if the Jets could beat the Bills, why not, baby? Why not, Matt? Why not win 10 games and end this playoff drought?
I'm in, please.
Super chat from Brian, who checks in. Thank you, Brian. Let's not get too happy with his offensive performance. No one had tape on us. I'm very weary going into this week. Definitely need more 2-back sets to keep them guessing. That is one of the questions I have too, Brian. There's now some film on Engstrand and Fields together. How do the Jets now adjust to not show the same tendencies, the same looks? There's a lot of different wrinkles that they can have into their offense based out of the same exact formation. So they didn't show their whole bag in the first game. What can they now do to catch the Bills off guard?
Yeah, there will be some form of adjustment, I think, but you're still going up against a team in Buffalo that has had issues stopping the run in week 1, but going back to last year too. So I don't really care that they have the tape on us. Everyone in the world knew the Jets were going to run the ball. That was their MO, and they still did it against Pittsburgh, who, in my opinion, has a better defense than the Buffalo Bills. So if the Jets offensive line plays the way that it did in week 1, in week 2, doesn't matter that Buffalo knows the Jets are going to run the ball. They'll still be able to do it.
That's the big thing, right? Like the Jets' identity is not going to necessarily change, but how they call certain plays to still establish that identity, that could be different. For instance, some of the plays that maybe were play action on some of the passes, maybe they are actually runs this time, or you have the same exact formation you ran last week, but instead of the option going to the left, maybe it's to the right this time, and you use some deception and trickery there. There could be some circumstances where maybe they like a matchup on the edge. Like TJ Watt's a hell of a player. The Bills don't have a TJ Watt, so maybe Fields is more comfortable keeping it himself and ripping it that way. Like I think there's a lot of different things they could do from some of the formations they showed.
Yeah, and they're going to run a lot of RPOs like I thought they did in week 1. And there's, depending on what the look is, Justin Fields could either give it to the back or keep it himself. So those things are really dependent on what the defense is showing. So again, to me, it doesn't really matter all that much that they had the tape now after week 1. Everyone knew what the Jets offense was going to be, and you have to stop it.
Obviously, today is September 11th, and we talked about that at the top of the show. So that means it's the 2-year anniversary of Aaron Rodgers' first game as a Jet. And I was on my time hop this morning, and it's fitting that we're talking about the Buffalo Bills here in week 2. But this came up on my time hop. This was before the game started. This was like an hour before kickoff. and my Apple Watch went off for my heart rate being too high. It's like your heart rate rose while you seem to be sitting or standing, whatever it said. And I'm just thinking back to that night. I rode the Sprinter with our guy Neil out to the game. Just unreal, man. I can't believe that's 2 years ago already, and just how much has completely changed. And then, of course, Aaron Rodgers went up against the Jets on Sunday, and we know how that went.
Yeah, a lot's changed in the last 2 years, but I'll never forget that night. It was honestly like watching something out of a movie with him. And I'm sure being there was even just completely different, but being at home watching that game and seeing him run out of the tunnel and the crowd going absolutely nuts. And, the first few play, Breece Hall rips off a big run on the first play. And
it was insane. The crowd was insane.
Like, holy shit, like, here we go. And unfortunately that ended just a couple of plays later, but one of the most bizarre Jets games, from the injury to the Xavier Gipson walk-off touchdown, the swing of emotions that night was something like I've never experienced.
It's just like, think about how crazy everything is. Like, they're playing the Bills this week. 2 years ago, they played the Bills. Rodgers obviously just played the Jets. Gipson has this huge fumble after he's the hero 2 years ago on that night in his first ever game as a Jet. He's getting cut now. Like, it's just everyone with the Jets is brand new on the coaching side, and the GM is gone, and the brand new front office. And I just remember the tailgate. The weather was miserable. And then about an hour and a half before kickoff, the rain stopped and there was a rainbow over MetLife. This is my guy, Matt Siegel, who runs the L5 Jersey Burn tailgate. It's unreal, man. I just can't believe it's 2 years ago already, and just how different everything now is.
I thought that rainbow was going to be a sign of a good omen, and that ended very, very fast.
It's unreal. I'm thinking like, man, the Jets never win week 1. And then I was like, oh yeah, they did win week 1 in 2023, but I enjoyed it for about 10 minutes. And then it felt like a loss.
Yeah. And even like as that game was still going on, it may be different for you because you're in the building, but at home, it was like I had one eye on the game and one eye refreshing Twitter, being like, are we going to get an update here? Well, how bad is it? Just again, a very unique game experience 2 years ago.
Ricky NY with a super chat. Offense equals more wrinkles than Big Cho's forehead. LFG. Ricky, I'm going to say this to you about Big Cho. All right.
Calm your freaky down.
All right. No one wants to be thinking about Big Cho's wrinkles right now. On that note, let's open it up to some of your calls, comments, questions, super chats. They always cut the line. Before we do that, though, let me talk about today's sponsor. That is House of Atlas. If you're someone who shaves, which is a lot of my male audience, right? 95.5% males watch the show. Well, Atlas should be your go-to. Their razor kit is awesome. They've been my go-to razor, my go-to shaving cream, my go-to aftershave now for over a year. House of Atlas has an awesome promotion for the football season that is now back. If you use the promo code Asman at checkout at houseofatlas.com, you get 20% off every item site-wide and free shipping as well. So check it out. These are premium razors at a cost that is definitely affordable for everybody. The razors do not clog. You don't have to worry about that. It's a sleek looking razor as well. And let me tell you, the shaving cream is smooth. It's nice and thick, but it doesn't cause any issues with your skin. And then I really recommend their aftershave as well. It doesn't feel like that old school kind of like aftershave that like burns. Smells good as well. So if you're into that, or your lady friends are into that, check it out. And I'll tell you what, my guy Matt O'Leary also is sponsored by Atlas, so he can attest to exactly what I'm talking about.
It's beautiful. Look how nice this looks. I am
awesome
a huge Atlas supporter.
100%. So if you don't believe me, because you think I'm not being honest, believe Matt O'Leary. He'd never lie to you.
Never.
Houseofatlas.com. Promo code Asman, 20% off and free shipping site-wide. Comments, questions, your super chats, they will cut the line. Let's take some calls. I just mentioned this guy because it is the 2-year anniversary of the Rodgers debut game on this day. So let's start with our pal, the one, the only, 13 million points will be made, Neil.
Get ready for Neil. He will make 13 points about the New York Jets and maybe hump a Patriots jersey. Get ready for Neil. He's probably smoking a big fat cigar and burning his house to the ground. That's Neil.
Morning, gents.
How are you, Neil?
Neil,
Doing okay, bad day yesterday for the United States. Bad day today with 9/11. It's just not a good day. But that way, forget about that. Put that on the side burner. I can't believe I'm excited again to go to MetLife, and it's taken me only one game.
They didn't even win the game.
I know. Despite the nightmare I expected occurred, Jake, I had no doubt in my mind, like Beningo said, if you think Rodgers wasn't going to throw 4 touchdowns and have a great year, you're out of your mind. So that happened. But what we didn't expect happened was to have a real offense. Now, that was a surprise. The question is, was that a one-hit wonder? We've had a lot of one-hit wonders. We had a great game with Sam Darnold when he opened up and threw a pick 6 and then came back and scored 48 points. Right, Jake? We had a great game with Zach. We thought he turned the corner in that Kansas City game. Oh, boy. We were excited then, right, Jake?
Or how about the Patriot game last year? Oh, here come the Jets. 24-3. They blow them out. Denver 9 days later.
Oh, it was over. The Super Bowl tickets were being ordered. It was over. Jesus Christ. Can we take a step? I'm going to be very businesslike on this trip. I have a business trip on Sunday. It's not a go and take my shirt off and get all goddamn excited so I can go home depressed and drunk and hungover.
Have you been at a game, though, since? Oh, you were at the Denver debacle a week after the home opener. Have you been to a game since the Denver debacle?
Which Denver debacle? Last
year? You were at the Denver game in the rain.
I was at every game. I had season tickets. I went to every game.
But this is the first year you don't have season tickets, right?
That's right. This is the game I did not go. This is the first opener I missed since before you were born. You and Matt. I go to every opener. Every opener. I haven't missed an opener since my kids were 8 years old and they're 35 and 30. So, but this year I made a statement I wasn't going to go, and I'm actually glad I didn't go. God,
and one game in, you're back. You're sold.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm tossing and turning in the bed thinking about what we're going to do Sunday. What is this going to happen? Are we going to get touchdown? Is Fields going to do it? Right. Sabo was on with Wayne Corbett, and dude, Sabo thinks we're winning the game. No question about it.
He does.
Oh my God, he's so pumped. He really thinks we're going to come out and kick some ass.
I hope he's right. He really believes that. Just talking with him, and he was on the show this week, obviously. He is a huge Engstrand believer. Like he was texting me right after the game. He's like, this is the most positive I've ever been about a Jet coaching staff in years. That's what he told me.
Wayne Corbett made a good point about Aaron Rodgers. And he said something about Aaron Rodgers. The biggest problem Wayne Corbett had, and just understand, he's a receiver, so I get this, okay? He was pissed off the time when Aaron Rodgers said at the conference when he blamed the receiver for not being in the right spot.
Mike Williams.
Yeah.
When he threw Mike Williams under the bus, and that was it for Wayne Corbett. Wayne Corbett said, look, Chad, nobody would ever throw a player under the bus that was on their team. And because he did that, I lost all respect for him. Now, see, I need a reason to make Rodgers not be my guy. He's not my guy anymore. He's off the club. He's out of the team. He's done. I'm way past that. I'm just excited that we have look, everything comes and go. Everything is on the defense and offensive line, guys. Let's face it. Isn't that? Look, you think Justin Fields has the game he has if he's getting hassled all day by TJ Watt and everybody else? He's not going to have a great game. He's going to get sacked. He's going to be looking down, etc. So as long as we keep him on his feet, as long as he keeps the defenses off balance, which is Engstrand's job, and as long as the offensive line looks like it did Sunday, we're going to win a lot of goddamn games, guys.
I got to see it again, Neil. I'm very.
I agree with you. I have to see it again, and obviously, Engstrand can't come out and replicate the same game plan. We have to see a totally different script We have to see more RPOs. We have to see screens. We didn't do anything really in the screen game. We had that one like little dump to Brees where he got 35 yards. But besides that, did we get any screens that you could remember, Matt or Jake?
No, it wasn't
That was
a big
the
screen
one
game.
Yeah, that was the one big one.
Yeah, so let's see some tight. You remember we did that tight end screen to Smart in preseason. That scored a touchdown. We got to see some of that now. Let's see some change ups, not just the same predictable bullshit. Where now that we blocked, Pittsburgh, we think we could manhandle Buffalo. Because
That's the key, right? That's good coaching. It's like, okay, your game plan worked clearly on offense. Now the Bills are going to go to school on that. What can you now throw to keep them off balance again? Like that's coaching.
And the last point I'll make, Aaron Glenn showed me something. He said he was going to cut. Everybody's accountable. He cuts. Gipson. And that's what you want to see, guys. You want to see somebody back up what they say they're going to do, they do. We didn't see that with the previous regime. We saw Mr. Salah with his hand around. They give him a little pat on the butt. Good job. But we'll see. Next time, Gipson, you'll run it back. Get the hell out. Hit the bricks. Hit the bricks, Brigga and the OGs. You make a mistake, you hit the bricks.
Out.
Okay, everybody's too sensitive these days. Everybody's sensitive. Oh, you heard? Oh, I feel bad for Gipson. Feel bad for what? The guy's a football player. He made the team when he wasn't supposed to. Now, if he latches on with another team, which by the way, I highly doubt anybody's going to pick him up. But
he might. Someone.
I feel good. I hope he does, but nobody's picking him up, Jake. Let's face it. We have another Isaiah on the team from the Bengals. Right? That's an Aaron Glenn guy that's going to get our run back to win the game Sunday, hopefully.
I hope you're right.
I like that.
Neil, returner.
Neil, I got some news for you before you go. The L5 tailgate, the jersey burn. They are expecting you. I told Matt Siegel.
Know that, Jake, I told you this is a business trip.
Yeah, but the last time you humped the jersey, the team won, and we got to pull out all the stops to make sure we don't go 0-2. Come on, Neil. This was a great night.
I think that guy
I know, right?
I will.
You could use your ash on the jersey too, I was told.
Gotta do what?
You could use your cigar ash.
Oh, I
get to put it on the jersey.
I get to light the jersey with my cigar.
That I couldn't get for you.
If he could give me permission to light the jersey with the cigar, aside from just humping it. Jake, I don't know these guys. I have like
what a negotiation I'm about to do here. They said this was the text. All right. This is from Matt Siegel directly. He is more than welcome to come hump another man's jersey. I don't know about lighting it, though. He can ash a cigar on it, though. That's a fair trade-off. Come on.
You know what, Jake? If I have.
You want to win or not, Neil?
I think that guy
I know, right?
Listen, if I really want to win, I'll go buy a Josh Allen jersey and put that on. And then I know we'll win. How about that one? How about I go to the game and put a Josh Allen jersey on, and for sure we're going to win the game. All right? That's more likely to happen than me humping Josh Allen, and then we lose the game. So I don't know.
You're 1-0 when we hump a division rival's jersey before the game.
I have a lot of jerseys that are 1-0 that are in the garbage pail right now. My wardrobe closet is empty because when a team does something with my lucky jersey on and they lose, you know what I do, Jake? I wrap it up in a ball like this. Wham! Right in the garbage pail.
You have no jerseys left then. It's been 15 years.
I just said to you, I have an empty closet.
Yeah.
I have an empty closet.
Neil, you're humping the jersey. We're making it happen. The people need it. It's the only chance we have to win Sunday.
Don't say that, Jake. Don't say that. Please.
One hump. That's all we need.
No, you know why? Because this guy I'm going with, he has VIP parking at the thing, right? So we're going to park way up front. That friggin' L5 is like a 2-mile walk.
No, it's not. It's close. It's right by, I think it's the Verizon or whatever. It's very close.
All right. If I'm by Verizon, I'll walk over. I have to go see my friend Tony anyway. I have 2 tailgates to visit, and then I have.
You don't need to be there for the burn, but you have to bless the jersey with one
hump,
and we'll be good.
When is the burn?
It's 90 minutes before kickoff, so 11:30.
11:30 is the burn. Okay, all right. I'll do it.
Thank you, and then we'll see you in Tampa. Did we lose Neil?
We
That's
lost.
a yes. We'll see you in Tampa. It's got to be the only Jets show that negotiates with callers that they have to hump a jersey to bring the Jets good luck.
Whatever works, though, right? Like we walked into the stadium backwards. We thought it was going to work. They were scoring points, and we got to try something new next year.
So once again, that was the first offensive touchdown that Green Bean has seen in person at a game since 2018.
That is correct. We did find out that the game we went to, the opener against Baltimore, there was a garbage time touchdown.
Oh, Conklin, right?
Conklin. But I think Green Bean was halfway back to Virginia at that point. So he didn't see that one live. So, yeah, his first since 2018.
That's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to more of your calls right now. And this could go a variety of different ways. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line. Sound the alarm. 6 rings.
You're cursed, Jake. I think the Patriots have a curse.
Good. You deserve it.
You know what? Listen to this. Without Tom Brady, the Patriots lost in the finals 46-10, 50-10, and 35-21. That's without Tom Brady.
In the finals.
In the final games, yeah. We are 0-3 without Tom Brady in the finals.
What do you mean the finals? This is not the NBA.
No, like the AFL championship games and the Super Bowl games.
Oh, okay. So you're saying in the Super Bowls, the Patriots.
And AFL.
Okay, so yes.
We are
what's
cursed.
your point? That doesn't make you cursed. You're just a bad football team. You had the greatest quarterback of all time. He left because your coach had too big of an ego to recognize that. He left and then immediately won another Super Bowl without his bum ass, and now he's the biggest laughingstock in all sports.
Neil, I need him to bend over Drake May.
No, first off, family show. Second off, the only thing you need, 6 rings, is to go to the hall. Goodbye.
Now look what you've done, 6 rings. You fake Pats fraud. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. Some time in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
The Patriots now stink. Welcome to hell. We've been there for years, so it's nice to have you join us. Now, I do think, they're going to end up probably being better than the Dolphins. So I do like New England this week. But, I mean, there's no curse for the Patriots, man. They're finally bad like every other team that doesn't have the greatest quarterback of all time for 20 years quarterbacking them.
Yeah, forgive me. I can't find any empathy in my heart after that 20-year run that they had of being awesome and winning a Super Bowl every other year, it felt like. So, yeah, you're just a regular old football team now. Get used to it.
That's how life is. You might be good some years, you might suck, but you're not guaranteed greatness for 20 straight years when you don't have the greatest quarterback of all time. And at that time, the best coach, and who's way past his prime as he dates a 24-year-old and gets blown out on national television against TCU.
That was also a fun watch. I enjoyed that one.
By the way, I'm going to combine that hole was paid for by Mimosa because she sent in a $100 super chat, sending the Bills to the hole. We know 6 rings has worn Bills gear and Dolphins gear, so he's not even a real Patriots fan to begin with. So it all applies. Mimosa, you're the best. Shout out to you, and absolutely can't wait to see you in Tampa and every other Jet fan making that trip next week. And Mimosa, you're the best. Here we go.
Thank you, Mimosa, for your generosity and tremendous support of the Jake Asman Show.
Thank you, Mimosa. See you next week. Jet Life in the house. Thanks, Jake. Beastbreaker t-shirt and JJ jersey on deck.
Nice.
Jet Life, congrats on winning the raffles, man. Appreciate your support. Speaking of raffles, Trig Tech won a prize yesterday. Won a Justin Fields jersey, I believe it was. So I ordered that for you, Trig Tech. So be on the lookout. Bo in the house says Neil will start a new Jets tradition, hump day. If Neil does it and the Jets win, he has to hump every opposing team's jersey at L5. Even if he's not there for the burn, he has to do it before every game until the Jets lose.
You got to just ride the wave until it stops working. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe the Jets go like 16-1 now. And we got to get a video of him humping a jersey every week.
Jet Life in the house. He gifted 5 channel memberships. Jet Life in the raffle for 5. For those tuning in late, sick prize this morning. Signed Wayne Corbett jersey is the top prize at the end of the show, plus our weekly prizes you're entered for as well. More calls right now. The Hamburger is on the line. What's up, Burger?
Morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Not much. Rough week this week, I gotta say. My hearts and prayers for everybody that's involved in Day of Remembrance. And it's been a tough week, and it's been a tough week in sports, at least on my end and some other fans out there. I'm hoping for a Jet win this weekend, man. I'm hoping for something. I can't count on the Mets as it is right now. And it's tough. I'm going to the field on Friday to go see Jacob deGrom because my wife is infatuated with him. So we're going to be going to that and then take my kid to NHRA, and then I'm going to drive like a bastard home on Sunday morning and try to get back for that Buffalo Jet game. But we're about to see what the team's made of, man. I mean, we're about to see what they can do. They have a weak defense. We have a weak defense. Obviously, we've seen that last week. Hopefully we can make some changes. But I don't know, man. I think we all need something to be happy about, especially in this fan base. We haven't been really happy in a long time. So, but I don't know. I wanted to call and be a little happier today, but I don't think I have the energy to. But I just wanted to say hello and let's kick some ass on Sunday. I think we all need it. We really all need it, especially the green and white. So I'm not going to keep your time. I'm not going to keep your time too much today because I'm really not. I'm not feeling it today. But I just wanted to say hello and wish everybody the best and be safe out there. I love all you guys. So,
Hamburger, you're the man. Appreciate you. Well said. Wow, holy crap! We haven't had one of these in a long time. A 20 spot from the Rick Kent. Hey now. Reigning channel memberships, baby. Grab your Gusbuster umbrella and let's read off some names. Rick Kent, you're the best, my friend. Looking forward to seeing Rick in Tampa next week. He will be there with a bunch of Asmaniacs making the trip. Here are the 20 listeners who just got a gifted membership from Rick. Cypress MG, Wish B, Bishop Judas, Les Comar, Eric Lozzi, Isaiah Russell, Marcus Clark, Sleepy Mocha, Liam DeFranzo, Garrett Loescher, Neil, you better hump that jersey on Sunday or the Jets won't win. Goon Collector, Nikki James, Douglas Welsh, Make the Jets Cool Again, Kylie Medina, and TJ. That apparently is 20 names from our guy, Rick Kent. Rick, thank you very much. Hit the Jet chant for Rick. Yeah. All right, we'll do a couple more calls with Matt before we say goodbye, and I'll stay on for the remainder of the show. On the Gusbuster Umbrella hotline next is a guy where you never know where he's calling from, and it's on you to accurately predict where you believe he is, either inside or outside.
I think Neil might be the only guy in this community that needs to be convinced to hump anything. So yeah, I mean, I have to admit I miss Six Rings a little bit. It's kind of like a Stockholm syndrome type thing, I think, with him.
I hope he keeps calling. I enjoyed sending him to the hole like old times.
Yeah, and he looked ridiculous, particularly ridiculous today, even for him.
He actually, I just seen this. He gifted a membership as well, so at least he's trying.
Nice,
right? He's got to find some sort of balance between, trying to be a Pats fan and trying to kind of troll us. I don't know if it's working too well for him. I think that Fields is going to be able to make plays for us as long as he can take care of the ball. Like you said, teams kind of know what we're going to do on offense. Quite frankly, if our offensive line is as good as we think it might be, and we can stay relatively healthy, we should be able to run the ball. The defense, we have to remember that the bulk of these players have played the last what was it, 4 years in the Salah system, which was pin your ears back and get home with 4 guys. It was a lot more zone oriented. I think that it's just a matter of getting acclimated to the system. And I think we're going to improve as we go along. I don't believe that Brandon Stevens is that bad. I don't believe that Tony Adams will continue to be out there if he continues to play that bad. And I think that we're gonna have to just tighten some things up with these 15-yarders, with the fumbles, and we see that Glenn's already taken some strides to kind of rectify that by cutting Gipson. There is a call for measured optimism right now, right? Let's see if Fields can be kind of a long-term solution. Still not sold. We have to see, at least probably a half a season of work before we can kind of make that determination. And let's just see if this offensive line can continue to grow together, and we can run the ball and at least have an offense that we can be proud of. I think we all feel like, the playoffs is a tall order. I think we all feel like, the Super Bowl is out of the question, but I don't think that an improvement over last season is out of the question. Let's see it. I appreciate your time, guys.
Excellent call, Kyle. Matt, what are your thoughts just on the idea that, yes, the defense has a ton of talent on it, but it is a new scheme, despite the fact you have 8 of, 11 starters from a year ago that are back?
Yeah, the scheme change is obviously something that I think might take a little bit of time for them to get going. But my concern with the defense is some of the things that we've seen from these individual players in the past is what the problem is. Like Tony Adams tackling. That wasn't good in the Robert Saleh system. It didn't look good in week 1 with Aaron Glenn. Brandon Stevens in Baltimore had trouble getting his head turned around. Same thing in week 1. So I do think the scheme is part of it, but also it's kind of just how some of these guys are and they've proven that over the course of their careers.
It's so frustrating because despite how poor they played, if Stevens just catches the pick 6, everything's different. That's it. It's one play.
Yeah, we'd be talking about a win still today.
And it wouldn't be about, Aaron Rodgers getting revenge. It'd be in the fourth quarter with his team down 2. He threw a pick 6.
Yeah, that would have been a nice story.
The Hamburger. He called the show, and now he's paying it forward. 5 gifted memberships for the Hamburger. He's in our Wayne Corbett signed jersey raffle coming up shortly. Hit it, Joe B.
We are mama way.
Jashawn West, John Desportis, heavyweight, Trey Parker, all receiving, and James, by the way, all receiving a gifted membership there from the Hamburger. Tanner Engstrand is speaking right now. This was a quote that he apparently said to the reporters. Rich Samini tweeted it. Jets OC Tanner Engstrand says the weekly goal is to have at least 8 explosive plays, 16 plus passing, 12 plus run. They had 11 versus the Steelers. What is the definition of an explosive play? A play that goes 10 yards or more? Is it 20 yards or more?
That's a good question. I guess I would assume 10. If I'm trying to do the math, I don't think they had 11 plays over 20 yards in the game, so I would assume it would be 10 yards.
And their deepest pass play was the throw, obviously, to Garrett. And you just look at the box score rushing wise, and the longest run. I think that's what made the rushing performance to me so impressive. The longest run of the day was 18 yards by Brees. So I'm going to guess it's plays of 10 yards or more.
It's got to be.
Let's see. Bill says it says it right there, 16 plus pass, 12 plus yard run. No, he says to have 16 total plus passing plays and 12 plus yard run. Oh, no, he's right. He does say it right there.
Okay, I didn't interpret it that way. All right, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I interpreted it the same way you did.
Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense, actually. Okay, so at least 8 explosive plays. So that is a play that is 16 plus yards through the air or 12 plus yards on the ground.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Apparently, Salah defined it as the same thing as well. So that may be NFL standard for what an explosive play is considered.
Okay, did not know that. You learn something new every day, I guess.
There you go. I'm not good at math. That I knew for a while now.
Me too.
Rasta Dread gifting 1 channel membership. He's in the raffle for 1. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Reminder, become a Patreon member. Sign up for the year. It's 15%. If you sign up for the year, you also get 10 raffle tickets. Shout out to Gary K. Jr., Ross Blanco, Dan Malcolm, Mark Yemchenko, D-Cat, Daniel Bloom, David Osina. They are our most recent Patreon subscribers. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Bo C in the house. Super chat. He says, why are we talking like a scheme change takes years to adapt to? We had scheme changes almost every week. Have faith in our coaching and talent. I think some of the miscommunications, Bo, can be attributed to guys just not being on the same page and comfortable in the defense just yet. I expect them to clean it up. They're not going to get a long leash. Like, there's too much talent there, and they have a veteran defense, and they have a veteran coaching staff. So on that side of the ball, so they better clean it up. It shouldn't take forever, but I do think first game you had a lot of communication breakdowns. Look at Buffalo and the Ravens; they have good defenses too, and they got slaughtered. So it happens.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes, unfortunately, and especially in week one. I feel like early on in the season is usually when you see these kinds of things happen, and as the season goes on, you hope it's something to get more comfortable with.
Dylan, who literally charts every play, says they had 10 explosive plays according to my charting, 5 runs, 5 passes. So we have an explosive play controversy here. Dylan says they had 10. Engstrand says they had 11.
I think I got to believe Dylan here. He's never proven me wrong once. You know, he's always on the money.
You met DT in person, right?
Yes, DT was hanging out at the tailgate. It was a ton of fun hanging out with Tailgate Joe, as always, before going in.
We're doing our event with him for the Panthers game. So shout out to Tailgate Joe. What was the tailgate experience like? What was the funniest moment?
Man, there were a lot of really good moments. It probably was someone had a jersey. Forgive me, I don't remember the name of this person, but it said on the back it was number 99, and I thought, oh, it was gonna be Gastineau, but it just said rebuilding, for like as in the Jets always rebuilding. So it's like I like that. That's a good one.
Matt, you and I are around the same age. So what did it mean to you to see Justin Fields bring back the flight boy Selly that we saw the Sanchez Jets do all the time?
It made me feel really nostalgic, right? Like that's the best Jets teams that I saw, those 2009, 2010 Jets runs. So I hope it's something they continue to do. That was awesome.
I loved it. Garrett did it too. They just didn't show it on the TV copy.
Okay. Yeah. Garrett doing it too. Please bring all the vibes back of the good era Jets. So like you have Aaron Glenn and the 98 Jet vibe. You have the Flyboy celebrations from, 2010. I'm all in. I love it.
Ooh, we have some breaking news from Dylan. Maybe Tanner's right. Counting has never been my strong suit. Isaiah Davis had a 15-yard run on 3rd and 17. That's the one I missed because it was an unsuccessful play.
Oh, okay. So it is 11.
It is 11. Tanner Engstrand, better at math than Dylan Terraman. Dylan, you're gone.
You get the fuck out.
Just kidding. Dylan's joining us for his weekly segment at 4:30 Eastern today, so tune in for DT on the show. We'll do a couple more calls with Matt. First, let's check in with a man who claims to be in the suburbs.
You can't win!
Bullshit!
Beast.
Good morning, America.
Beast, your internet is horrific, so this will not last long. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm just catching up on breakfast right now. Chicken nuggets for breakfast. And
You had chicken nuggets for breakfast and a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
And you claim you lost 70 pounds in 3 months, right?
I feel good. I'm feeling good. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm about to go to work right now. It's showtime, which means
Now, when you say you're going to work, you said you're retired. So I don't think you're retired. I think you're unemployed.
No. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't patronize and don't exercise. Just be
I'm
equalized.
quoting you. You said you're retired, but you said you're going to work.
I am a retired man, but I'm doing this for fun. Not to be some kind of a
So what are you doing?
It's Thursday. I want to enjoy my feast. I already got my spaghetti meatballs. I already got chicken. Picked up some ribs. Got some good stuff.
So is your job just buying food that you're going to eat throughout the week?
Fuck yeah, player. And come Sunday, we're going to eat the crap out of buffalo. We're going to deep fry, cook them up.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Beast. Matt, your thoughts on his breakfast selection there?
Not what I would go with. And not a bad lunch option, right? Some chicken nuggets and a diet soda. That's okay. But I am usually more of like a cereal guy in the morning, like some Cheerios. That's usually my go-to.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on America's health expert, or at least the health expert for the Asmaniac community, and get him to weigh in.
Gas station pizza is better than a Big Mac.
It's vile and disgusting. And like, if you think about, like, you look at all of the medical conditions he has, it's not just the obesity, it's the brain fog, it's he can't carry a thought. If he stopped eating like that and he ate actual food, if he ate steak and eggs every day and not that, and had water, not Dr. Pepper. And I love I'm a Texan. I love Dr. Pepper. So this is going to be blasphemy. If he never drank Dr. Pepper again and never ate that again and only drank water and ate steak and eggs every day, he would be 70% better minimum. The obesity would be gone. All of his medical conditions would get better. That everything would get better. Like, if you think that it's a coincidence that guy is eating chicken nuggets from Wendy's or whatever and a diet Dr. Pepper, and he has all those conditions, you think that's a coincidence? It's not. Like, those two things are very related. It's a total lack of self-control. And
what about the spaghetti and meatballs, though? That was a good choice.
Spaghetti and meatballs, it's not the worst thing you can eat, but like, honestly, again, I had to blaspheme Dr. Pepper as a Texan. As an Italian, pasta is really, really bad for you. It's really bad for you. Like, I love pasta too, but it's not something you should consume regularly. And Dr. Pepper is something you should never consume ever. Like, and I love Dr. Pepper; it's delicious, but it's not something you should really ever. There's no argument that now is a good time for a Dr. Pepper.
How about this for a second though? Beast claims he's retired, but he's working. What do you think is the real story?
You can he's retired from his career. Lots of people do. You're retired. Like, Tom Brady is retired, right? He's got a part-time job where he makes $24 million a year, whatever, right? Like, he's retired, but he has this other thing that he does for, to kill time, to be productive.
What does he do though? What do we think that is?
I have no idea. Well, he said he cut grass. I don't know if he said he cut grass. I don't know if that's what he's doing today, but he said in previous shows that he cuts grass for $25, if I'm correct. Like, I don't know if that's what he's doing, but he said he does do that. It's possible to be retired and also have some, a part-time job on the side, a part-time hustle on the side. I don't think those two things necessarily contradict each other. I think they can both be true at the same time.
Now, did you call in to react to Beast, or you actually called it for Jets conversation?
No, I did call it for a Jets conversation, but that clip of Adrian where you can't win, that triggers me more than anything on earth, right? You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole Mimosa hates, because I said that she's a trash tier wife for saying that, and that's what set Mimosa off. That was that. There's nothing else I said about women. It's that I called Adrian a trash tier wife for saying you can't win, Rock. If I'm Rock, I kick it the hell out. Give me my Lambo keys. Get the hell out of my house. I can't win. Get the hell out of my house.
So you think she's a bad wife?
I think she did. Yeah, I think you should stand by your man, and when the rest of the world rips your man down, you build him up.
Yeah, but Rocky completely disagrees with you.
He disagrees with. I mean, they didn't really show their connection after that. She told him when they were broke and she was working in the pet store, it was all win, Rocky, win. Now you got Lambos, you got this $1 million mansion in the Philly suburbs. Now it's you can't win. Like, get the hell out of my house. I can beat somebody. Look at the car you're driving. Look at the house you're living in. Me, that's me. I did that. My blood, sweat, and tears. Me, Rocky Balboa. I did that. You don't think I can win? Get the hell out of my house. Like, what are you here for? Like, you don't get to be down for the victory ride if you're not down for the climb. Like, get the hell out.
Now, you are aware that Rocky is a fictional character?
Maybe not.
As a fighter, it strikes. If my wife ever told me that, she wouldn't be my wife. You can't win. Like, no one has ever in my whole life believed in me like my wife has. Ever. That's why everything I've ever had in my life, I owe 100% to her. All of it. Because she built me up. And when I didn't even believe in myself, she believed in me. I don't know why.
But she then supported Rocky.
Here.
She was having a human moment there. She was trying to look after her husband. She didn't want him to get hurt in the ring.
You can ask my wife too. You married a fighter, Jake. If you were with a chick and she said
It was
you
out of
can't do a Jets
it was to
YouTube
try and
show,
protect her husband. It was out of love. It wasn't that she was
he's
betraying
a
him.
fighter. I will protect you. I got you. Okay. You build up my spirits when I don't want to go to the gym, when I don't want to work, when I don't want to
So
push.
your
when I
wife
wanna
is
sleep.
never
You
honest
keep
with
me
you?
going.
What if she doesn't agree with your decision?
If she honestly believes that, then why did you marry a fighter?
Just because he's a fighter doesn't mean he has to take every fight.
No, that's literally what it means. That's literally what I was paid to fight. You pay me, I will fight you. Like that. That's the deal. Right? Like if you get
Dave Brigga says he's going to attempt to not chat any comments about you any longer.
if you get a call to say, Jake, you have a gig, a radio gig from ESPN, you're gonna take it, right? Assuming if their pay and everything makes sense, right? Like you're good.
Gary doesn't deserve his wife. She sounds lovely, but clearly has bad taste.
Wow.
Strong.
And this is from a woman who can't keep a man. 25-year-old, reasonably attractive woman who is so unruly and so loudmouth that she can't even keep a man. And the men that she can get, she would never be attracted to because they're Simpson.
You know nothing about her. You can't. You have no clue.
I know. I'm taking her at her word that she's got guys lining up for her, which I believe. She was on the show. I said she's a 6, which she took as an offense, which I think is a good score. She said she's got guys lining up for her. I believe her.
Gator says he regrets making the Rocky video now.
But she's single, so that means she keeps picking the wrong guy. Like I said, if we line up bottles of wine and you keep picking the sour bottle of wine, that's your fault, not the wine's fault.
You say she keeps. You have no idea. She said one time that she got out of a long-term relationship
that she ended. So that means she picked the wrong guy. She either broke up with a good guy, which is a bad decision, or she picked to be in a relationship.
You don't know. Maybe the timing didn't work out. Maybe they lived in different cities. Maybe someone got a job somewhere.
I lived in a different city as my wife when we first met. Like if it's right, it'll work out.
You have these assumptions about people, and you have no clue.
There's no assumption. I'm going off of what she said.
And going off what she said, you can't draw those conclusions.
I just did.
There's not enough evidence to do any of that.
She said, I have guys lining up for me. I believe her. I'll take her at that. She said, I am single. She said, I just got out of a relationship. So she either broke up with a good guy, which is a bad decision, or got into a committed relationship with a bad guy, which is a bad decision.
Or she got out of a long-term relationship for whatever reason because it wasn't the right fit, whatever, and is now exploring other options.
You're taking the whatever reason the most important part, right? And this is why women should have the guidance of a masculine man in their life to help them.
Relationships sometimes don't work out. You have no idea what happened.
I don't know, and neither do you. So I don't really understand why.
So but I'm not claiming I know. You're assuming that it went exactly the way you're saying, and you have no evidence for that.
I know what
can't win.
Bullshit.
I just love how much that video apparently triggers Gary.
That was something else that we covered a lot in that call.
We did, Matt. Thank you for coming on. I'll talk to you on the Jets Roundtable at 3:00 today.
Yes, I'll see you at 3. Thanks again for having me, and I'll see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt O'Leary. Go subscribe to him if you haven't. How do we follow that one up? It's a good question. Well, you hit the like button for starters. You make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And for those just tuning in late, we are giving away a signed Wayne Corbett jersey at the end of the show. And if you don't win, you have a chance to win these prizes on Tuesday. Sauce, JJ, Justin, signed jerseys. More calls. Jason in Jerusalem. He's next. Hello, Jason. You're on mute, Jason. There you go. Can't hear you. Right now, Dr. Poop is on hold, but he doesn't have a camera on. I'm not going to someone who's calling themselves Dr. Poop unless I know what I'm getting myself into. So, Dr. Poop, you got to put the cam on, and we'll go to you next. He has done it. Hello, Dr. Poop.
Hey, I was driving. That's why I didn't want to turn my camera on. Basically, first off, I was going to start. I've told you before, I'm like a Spotify listener. So, like, it's always one of those weird scenarios where I feel like if I met you guys in person, I'd be like, yeah, I've talked to you a million times. And, you know, I've never talked to you once. But, like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to follow up that last call. I don't get to watch on YouTube very often. And so, like, that's the first time I've seen what Gary actually looks like. I expected him to look a lot different. Like, based on his views, I mean, you know, what he just said. So that was just kind of wild. Actually, just popped in because I did last night's episode, or that's what we call it. I was like, I'm just going to see if Jake's live right now. You were, but I'm driving. So there's that. I really hope the Jets win. I was with you on the point that I was very impressed over that loss against the Steelers. My dad was trying to bring me up, and I just couldn't. I was very upset. There's obviously good things that we got from it, but overall the defense was bad. Let's just better.
Dr. Poop, I'm going to let you go because your line is choppy, but I agree. I mean, there's no moral victory. They're 0-1. They're almost a 7-point underdog on Sunday. They're probably going to be 0-2. That's why that loss is significant. Plus, for those of you who do think this team is going to be really good, and I hope they are, we know Pittsburgh's going to win at least 9 games because that's what they do every year. So now you don't have a tiebreaker against them if you're fighting with them for the wild card. It's a big loss if you want to like it, but it happened. It's in the books. Win on Sunday, and you could change the whole narrative of what that first game meant. Right? They beat the Bills. That first game, it's like, okay, we did see change. They are headed in the right direction. But you have to win football games. At the end of the day, you have to win. If you don't win, it doesn't matter how many good things you do. The only thing that matters is, did you win or lose? That's it. And they got to get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time today, wow, we haven't had one of these in a long time. Michael Schroeder just gifted the community 20 channel memberships.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Incredible, Michael. Thank you. I got my umbrella. That's because, folks, it's raining channel memberships. Oh, yeah. If you hear your name called, you're now a channel member courtesy of Michael, who's very kind and earned himself 20 raffle entries. Jessica Davis, Kalka, JC, Gletty, Mrs. Rodgers, Jamal McClendon, Billy, Matthew Zucker, Tim Odenthal, Jake, Gary's Worldviews, Brahim Smith, Tommy L, Neil, you better hump that jersey, you sicko, A&J Gaming, Playwater 3-1, Rob T, Alan, you still have gonorrhea and should see a doctor, T, Thomas Cross, Michael Calco, Haywood, Messages Pastor, and apparently that's 20. I don't know. Tells me that's 20. Congratulations to everyone who got a membership, and thank you to Michael for his incredible generosity to the community. Hit the jet chant for Michael. Yeah. Appreciate that, Michael. Thank you. Anyone else gives 20, I'll put the helmet on for the next one. We've done the umbrella twice today. Mimosa says, I was delayed from the elevator ride down. I'll keep my second bounty for the next time that douche Gary is on. Thanks, Jake. Mimosa, you got it. Looking forward to seeing you next week. All right. Let's see if Jason's audio is better this time. Hello, Jason.
Jake's working now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I love it following Gary. I mean, you really set the bar high. But wanted to share this with you. Shortly after 9/11, my mother went out to the fire department out in Canarsie, Brooklyn, and every station had their own T-shirt that they made in honor of the people who they lost and things like that. And I still have this shirt from the fire department that they sold themselves, that it benefited the widows and orphans and those who lost their lives.
That's awesome.
And
that's a great tribute right there.
so, we remember you. You guys gave me the ultimate sacrifice. And after everything that happened today, everything that happened yesterday, yearning for what happened 9/12 when there was unity in the nation. And if we could put our differences aside and just start respecting each other again, we really need to get back to that place there.
Amen.
And
Amen.
onto the Jets, though. You speak with Matt O'Leary that you love them doing the plane salute. What I really miss is T. Rich doing "And the Home of the Jets" at the end of the games.
Agreed. That should be brought back as well.
So I don't know what Aaron Glenn does, because they've never had the opportunity of showing a winning locker room, but that's my vote for what deserves to come back.
Well said, Jason. I appreciate you. It's it's time to bring that back too. That was one of my favorite things when SNY would like show inside the locker room on like the old post game show. You had Ray Lucas, Shine. Who else was on the old post? I think Klecko was on it. Chad Kaskanen was on it. Who am I missing? It was Shine. It was Ray Lucas. Like the OG Jet post game show. And they would always show it. That was the best. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael has done it again. Holy crap, man. Wow. My goodness.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Are you kidding me, Michael? 20 more memberships. He has 40 raffle entries.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
Let's go. Yeah.
Money, 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 money.
I'm grabbing the helmet. Oh, yeah. Let's go. It's going on. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Mekhi Becton's game-worn helmet right here, folks. That's a big boy. All right. So we got 20 more names. Michael, thank you, man. It's once again raining memberships for this community. If you didn't get a channel membership today, the YouTube gods, they might hate you because everyone seemingly is getting one as long as they're subscribed to the channel, liking the video, and having that setting on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is raining. Once again, channel memberships from Michael, and we got 20 names to read off. Edward Caban, Jet Dogs, Mac, Adam Lee, Matt NY Jets, Neil, you're humping that jersey, damn it. Steven Alvarez, Nicholas Gonzalez, Useless Bob, NZ, Big Sky Jet Fan, Mo Narb, RX Emos, Jets for Life 22, Ryan S, James, Fernando Sanchez, Diano, J Cruz, RX Moves, No Norm, all receiving a channel membership there from the one, the only, Michael Schroeder. Let's go. Give him a damn jet chant, Lowski. Again. Love it. Thank you, Michael. Incredible. 40 memberships in one show. If he doesn't win the Wayne Corbett raffle, that would suck. But you have a chance to win a bunch of other prizes on Tuesday, Michael, so I hope you win. Also, shoot me an email. I want to send you some merch because that's incredibly kind of you. asmajake@gmail. Shoot me your address and t-shirt size, and I will send you something for sure. All right. He says, number 80 forever, baby. Corvette, my favorite all-time Jet. Oh, that's why he wants to be in it. I love it. I hope you win, man. You got 40 chances. But we've seen guys have like 100 memberships and they come away with it's like it's truly random. You never know. The Wheel of Champions doesn't play favorites. All right, more calls, and then we'll wrap up the show. We will do the raffle, but I do have open phone lines for anyone who wants in on the conversation. Let's say hello though right now to our friend, the one, the only PBM.
About Mike, he loves the dark knight. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike. It might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
I'm not going to talk all today. I just want to say one of my favorite quotes. Everyone who can stand up now. And for those who can help others, do so. We don't know what that's from. That's Relish Crawford. The man in the red bandana. He was a 24-year-old kid who wanted to be a fireman. And then on the floors, he used his red bandana to cover his face. And he saved anywhere from 12 to 18 people. Didn't matter their race, their religion, their political affiliation. He just wanted to help people. And a day like today, we can all appreciate that and hopefully learn something from him and love each other for who we are, not what we believe. So today's a day of remembrance and salute to all the first responders and everyone who gave their lives, the victims and their families still going through what they're going through today. That's all I have to say, Jake.
Mike, thank you. Well said. The man in the red bandana is one of the finest things ESPN ever produced. Jeremy Schnapp produced it and voiced it. It's on YouTube. I watch it every year. Well said. Well said. All right. Trig wants to know who wins tonight. I've gone back and forth on this one. Checking the latest line at FanDuel. Green Bay is 3.5-point favorites. They're home. Short week. I always like to lean with the team that's home. 3.5 is a lot. Maybe you buy it down to 3 because the hook could kill you. Then you got to spend a little more money to do that. But I like the Packers at home. I don't think the Commanders played that well last week against the Giants. I think the Giants just sucked. Like that game was 13-6 for a while last week. And then the Commanders eventually pulled away late. But Green Bay was way more impressive. And they're at home. You know, like I would lean with Green Bay. Let's see. Adam is next on the show. What's up, Adam?
Hey. So I think, one of the keys to victory, as we always have against Josh Allen, is we got to force turnovers. Like, we have to do it.
Multiple. They probably got to win. They could force at least 2 if they're going to definitely win.
Yeah. Okay. So what would get you more excited? A fumble strip sack by Jermaine Johnson or Brandon Stevens' first interception?
What would get me more excited?
Yeah.
A strip sack or a Brandon Stevens interception?
I know. Oh, think about it, right? That's like the one thing we got to teach him how to do. What if he totally does a rebound in week 2?
Who has the strip sack?
Jermaine Johnson gets the strip sack on Josh Allen.
Oof.
His nemesis. I mean, it's perfect.
Well, Clemens is kind of his nemesis now. Like, that'd be the real funny storyline.
Now honestly, if Clemens does a strip sack, that's a whole other story.
Michael Clemens strip sack would feed families. I would be in on that. Give me that over the Stevens interception. Now, I don't discriminate with turnovers, so I'll take them anywhere we can get them on Sunday. But I think if you tell me it's a Clemens strip sack, I think that'd be incredible.
I don't think that's likely. I think Jermaine Johnson's a more likely strip sack.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've seen Jermaine do it in an actual. We've seen him sack Allen before. But I as far as what would be more exciting, I think that would be more exciting.
Sure. I mean, that would get everybody nuts as long as there's no more flags after the play. He stands over him. Some BS thing that he would probably do.
True.
No, don't do that, please. But I'm looking forward to the game. I mean, I think that the Jets are going to be really, really amped up to rebound on the defensive side of things. And let's see if Engstrand can do it again, right? Like, everybody knows what they're going to do. So let's see what they can. Let's see if we can get some more interesting receptions, outside of Garrett Wilson as well. Let's see if Josh Reynolds can handle a wide receiver too, because everyone's going to probably double Garrett like they typically will. So we'll see what happens there too.
Yeah, totally fair. I think for them to win beyond just the turnovers, they got to have long, sustained drives too. Like, you just don't want to give the Bills a lot of time on the field on offense. Like, can you win the time of possession again? Like, I don't know if it's going to be as dominant as it was against Pittsburgh, but have long drives, run the ball. I think it's deflating for team like the Bills to not be able to stop the run, and the Jets get the crowd involved when you do that. I think that's important.
It's true. And honestly, we kind of did that by default against Pittsburgh last week. And, that's obviously what you want to have because you want to take the clock away. But Josh Allen doesn't need a lot of clock. That's the reality too. So we're still going to have to play well no matter how many minutes on defense we play. We got to make the most out of it. 3 and outs would be great. Turnovers are a must. And the fan base really has got to get louder than they were last week because we got to get into Josh Allen's head, remind him that this is enemy territory. This is not a safe space for him.
Got to win. That's it. I mean, we could say all this, but he went into MetLife last year and played well and won. So the Jets got to do their part.
Yeah, just no self-induced errors. It's very easy. I mean, it's easy on paper. Executing it at a professional level is hard. They say getting wins in the NFL is really, really difficult to do. We saw that last week. Just one screw up could change the whole complexion of the game. And, it's not like Aaron Glenn said, don't mess up this coverage. It's cool. You can do it. Players are doing their best, but this is a very difficult league, and it'll be great to just start racking up those wins and, getting used to that again. I've missed it. I'm a very spoiled Jets fan, having really started things when I was young in the late 90s when, right after the terrible season, once we got Keyshawn and things started turning around with Parcells, that was my norm. So the first 15 years of my Jets fandom, postseason was a regular expectation for me. So it's wild to finally see what everyone else has been used to seeing. But we can get back there. We inevitably will. And it'll be really fun because everyone that's endured this suffering for so long will understand and appreciate how important it is to get back to the norm.
Well said, Adam. Good call. I mean, yeah, you're a little older than me, but like the Jets went to the playoffs when I first started watching a lot. When Chad Pennington was healthy, they made the playoffs. With Rex, they went to the championship game 2 straight years. From 2000 to 2016, the Jets never had back-to-back losing seasons. There were some 8-8s in there. But it wasn't, mock draft season in October like it's been for a lot of these years. It's been so bad. They haven't won more than 7 games in 10 years. Everyone talks about the playoff drought. I think that's even more pathetic. Tom D, he's in the raffle for 5 with this. Yeah. I'll be week 1 win versus the Bills. That's 2 years ago, of course, the infamous Rodgers game. Hopefully they could do it again while I'm there, but this time without a devastating injury. Didn't even make it to my seat before Rodgers got hurt that night. Wow, that's brutal. That's brutal. It was the best environment for any sporting event I've ever been in 2 years ago today. Crazy. First 3 and out by the Jet defense. DJ Reed against Diggs at the pass break. The crowd went nuts. And then the first handoff to Brees when he took it 25 yards. His first carry off the ACL. I had like Super Bowl thoughts. Like literally, I'm like, holy, like it's actually happening. Like, oh my God. And here we are. 2 years later, Rodgers comes back. His team beats the Jets. Xavier Gipson, who was the hero that night, is a big reason why they lost on Sunday and gets cut a day and a half later. It's crazy. That was a tough night. All right, raffle's coming up. We will get to the raffle for a signed Wayne Corbett jersey. But first, I wanted to play you guys what I thought were some clips from Leger Duzable on his X account where he broke down some film from this game on Sunday and thought he did a really good job talking about some of the good things and bad things the Jets did in this one. Enjoy.
The Jets wanted to establish an identity. They did that yesterday. First play of the game, you're going to get motion from Mason Taylor. Simple inside zone. Watch Tippmann and Josh Myers right here. Physicality, knocked the nose all the way over. They knocked him over to the opposite B gap on a simple inside zone play. Look at the patience by Brees. Nice cut, 18 yards. Very next play, love it again from Tanner Engstrand. Gonna get pre-snap motion because you just want to buy their eyes for a second. They boss over a little bit. Again, inside zone. Nice job right here, Tippmann and Armand Membu. Nice job, Josh Reynolds. Nice physical block on Jalen Ramsey. 2nd and 7, staying ahead of the chains. I tweeted this in live game action. This one right here, Justin Fields, we're going to go to the wide view. He's got to keep this. You see TJ Watt crash down. Like, if he keeps this, he's one-on-one with a safety. And I think he knows it right away. Like, simple zone play, inside zone, zone read. Edge guy crashes down. Like, he's sort of holding, but Justin, you can get on the edge right here. Get on the edge. You got a blocker. That may be 6. He knew it too. Playing for Aaron Glenn, you want to play man coverage. First defensive snap of the game. I love it. Showing 2 high safety looks like cover 2. It's man, he drops down right away. It's the robber dropper. Linebacker adds because he has the back. Quentin Williams just beast mode. Let's see from the end zone. Right here. Nice job getting on the edge. Good big Q go to work. Watch the speed that Quincy Williams plays with on this toss play. You're going to get an overreach right here. Right, Briggs is cut off. He beats the backside guard to the point. Actually, the center to the point right here. So they change responsibility because he's usually the A-gap responsibility guy on this backside. Briggs would be the B-gap. Change of responsibilities, tackle for no gain. Nice, tough, nice effort by J2 Failure right here. So Steve Wilkes is going to bring pressure, right here. Nice disguise. I believe that's Michael Carter in the slot. He adds. If you're Tony Adams, right, and you're flat to buzz defender, right, if you're going to miss, you have to miss outside because all your help is in here. He stops his feet instead of just taking a shot because you got the troops coming in from inside out. He allows DK to get outside, and there's no help out there. Like, responsibility defense, always understand where your help is.
The more I watch different angles of that Tony Adams play, the more upset I get. Because it's the same problem for years now. And it's just cost him a game. Plays like that. Good breakdown, though, from Leger. He'll join our show at some point soon. Always good to get him on. Gotham FC. Brandon Perner from That's Good Sports has Armand Membo as the rookie player of the week. I mean, he was one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL this past week, not just among rookie tackles. He was great. He was excellent. Olu was very good too. I mean, I'm very encouraged by the offensive line play and the tackle play. And Tippmann, I thought, was great at guard. Thought Myers was very good at center. Simpson, it's the best the O-line has played in years. That's what's so frustrating. They didn't win. Scored 32 points and didn't win. Have I told any Jet fan before the game the Jets are going to score 32 points, what percentage of you would say that they're still going to lose? 2%? 1%? Less than that? It's unbelievable. Hopefully that O-line performance is sustainable. That's supposed to be the strength of the team. All right, we got 2 calls left. Then we will raffle away the Corbett jersey. Pork of the morning, and then Jordan will close us out. What's up, Pork?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Just one thing. We have emotion now on this team, and I feel with Aaron Glenn. He brings a lot of emotion to this team. It's something we've lacked probably since Rex. And we went on from Rex to coaches that were very stoic, not lacked total emotion, except for Gase with the crazy eyes. I mean, that's the only thing that I remember. We didn't have this, I don't know, swagger, maybe I should say, or just it just feels different with AG around. I feel like he has brought an identity to this team that we haven't had in a long time. I like it. And every time I watch those O-line films and whatnot, it just makes me happy. I mean, it's such elation to see that. And then we had to see that Tony Adams thing again. It's just, he should be cut for that. I mean, I've seen bad plays in football, but that's a play that, you see a fat kid make at recess, man. Come on. And I won't be around for a couple days. I'm going to PA for a trip for a hippie wedding on the farm. So
hippie wedding? Hey, now.
Yeah. My brother's getting married.
Where's he getting married? Schrute Farms?
Well, it's our farm. We have our family farm. So
is your brother's name Dwight?
It's actually Oscar.
Oh.
We call him OJ. So the juice. So he's actually a cancer survivor after 12 years. I mean, no, it's longer than that. He got cancer in 2007, so it's almost 18. It's 18 years. So, and it's going to be 3 days. So it's going to be.
Is it a beet farm that your brother runs?
What kind of farm?
Beet farm.
What is that kind of farm? Like beets?
Yeah.
Like red beets? No, they have it's a small, goats and chickens and whatnot. No.
So just so you know, these are all Office references from the show. So they've been going right over your head.
Yeah, well, I never really watched the show, so you know what I mean. So I wouldn't know.
The chat got it for those who have seen the show The Office.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Well, that's good. No, it's he also has an animal rescue, so they do a lot of things up there. It's going to be a really good time. Maybe I will call into the show from there. If you
Please
guys
do.
are on. it's going to be a great time. I'm going to see all the grandporks. I have 3 grandkids, so I'll be around them, and we're going to have a great victory in Jersey, and it's going to be memorable. That's all I could say. We're going to have a big game, So take it easy, guys. Love you guys.
Pork, tell all the grand porks we say hello, right?
I will. Thank you, guys. I love you. Jet life to the next life.
Let's go, baby.
You get the fuck out.
What a call. What a call. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Pork, you probably don't get that one either. All right, one last call here, and then the raffles are being put together for the Wheel of Champions to give away a signed Corbett jersey coming up. Jordan, you're the last caller today. What's up, Jordan?
What's up, Jake? I wanted to call you today because I wanted to apologize for yesterday if I feel like you felt like I was like disrespectful towards you. When I said like ranting and raving about the game, I didn't mean it in that type of way because I understand.
Jordan, to be totally honest with you, I don't even remember what you said, so I am not mad or offended.
It's just something I thought about, man. I just take people's feelings into considerations. I don't know. It just seemed like you were pissed off yesterday, but it's no big deal.
I'm a Jet fan, so I'm definitely pissed off. What did you say that was bad in your mind?
Well, because on Sunday, we lost a close game, so I was like wanted to call in, but I didn't want to call in and be like, pissed off and like yelling. But I was like, you did that for me. You were like ranting and raving, and I thought you like took it like personal.
Took what? That you didn't call in?
No, that I said you were ranting and raving on your show.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was. That's an accurate description. Why would I be? Why would I be upset about that? I was furious on Sunday. I've calmed down a little bit, but I'm still annoyed they lost.
Yeah, no.
I do these shows immediately after the game, so like it's like I don't have time to process it. Like the game ends, I sit down in the chair, I press play within 5 minutes typically if I'm home, and we go live.
Yeah, I totally understand. But
is this your first season watching my show?
Oh, I watch your show every year.
Oh, yeah, so you know how angry I get after games, then this is nothing new.
Yeah, facts. Well, I've been watching your show for 3 years, but yeah, I try to at least watch the post-game show, but I won't be able to watch the game this Sunday, unfortunately, so I'm a little nervous because I hate not being able to watch the games. So
what are you doing?
I have a football game myself at the same time the Jets play, so.
You have a football game?
Yeah, I play in a flag football league.
They schedule games on Sundays during the NFL? That's criminal.
Yeah, I know, right? But usually we have morning games, so it sucks.
That's tough. Well, you can check the score, I guess, throughout when you're on the sideline.
Yeah, I'll have the game on my phone because my wife will be there, but I won't actually be able to physically watch it.
That's tough. I wouldn't be able to play in a league where I wouldn't be able to watch.
Yeah, it does. It does suck, but usually the games are in the morning, but we're the last game this week.
If the Jets win, though, you can't watch the Bucs game either.
Why not?
Because they lost when you watched week 1, did they not?
Yeah, but it's just, I still have to watch the team. I can't. Like, even if it's just on my phone in the background, it's like, you know what I mean?
I don't. I can't do it. I would quit the football league, or I'd call out sick.
Yeah. I'm a diehard Jets fan. My wife is sick and tired and hearing about the Jets all year long. So.
I'll tell you what, Jordan. If the Jets win, you got to take one from the team and just not watch till they lose again, all right?
All right. And I'm not betting any money this week either because I lost $50 last week.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan.
You get the fuck out.
That's smart, too. That is smart, too. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line, but I mean, you're pretty much out of time. All right, I got the Wheel of Champions up. I got it ready. I'm uploading the names right now. We have 116 entries in this daily raffle, which is a monstrous number because the community has been gifting and super chatting like crazy this show. So thanks to everyone for being a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now to spin the Wheel of Champions.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
That's right. There's the wheel. Someone's going to win a signed Wayne Corbett jersey. Now, Michael Schroeder, who has 40 entries in there, he sent me a note that he's in Germany. So we'll be internationally shipping the Wayne Corbett jersey to Germany should he win. But he might not win. Rick Kent's got 25 memberships in there, I believe. Mimosa's got 20. A lot of people stepping up today on the show. So thanks to everyone for that. If you win, you got to email me, asmanjake@gmail.com, with your name and address so I know where to send it. Good luck. And tune in this afternoon. We'll do another giveaway when Dylan Terraman is on with us at 4:30 Eastern. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Rick Kent. Wow. Rick Kent, 25 entries, enough to get it done. Michael, don't worry. As promised, I'm still going to send you some merch, even if you live in Germany, because what you did is incredible, and you might win a prize on Tuesday during our weekly raffle. But this is all about Rick Kent, one of our longtime supporters, a man I have met in person multiple times and we'll be seeing next week. Give it up for Rick. Hit the jet chant. Rick, you're the man. I'm going to ship it to you. I don't know if it's going to get there by the time Tampa is, but it's signed anyway, so I wouldn't recommend wearing it. I would wear a different jersey. But anyway, thank you all for your support. Congrats to Rick Kent. Thank you to Matt O'Leary, who joined me for the first hour of the show. I'm back this afternoon with Dylan Terraman at 4:30. I'm hopping on the Jets Roundtable with Richie and O'Leary at 3. So a lot of Jet content across YouTube today, but I'll talk to you guys at 4:30 this afternoon. On that note, I end the show with a clip that should be played on a day like today. Ladies and gentlemen, I take you back to a time we felt good, briefly, about the New York Jets. It was after they took down the Bills on this day 2 years ago. Enjoy.
Andrew Fialco is on hold, so let's go to Andrew, who's up next. Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Jake. The chat keeps blowing up with these Zach Wilson truthers, so I want to show you some film on this guy to help tell the story. Okay, let's start with this pass to Garrett Wilson. Here's against the Bills. You can see if I stop it here. Zach has a clear shot at Garrett with nobody in his face. Play it forward a bit. Garrett is fighting off the defender here, but single coverage. Stopping here, you see how even a 6-year-old blind albino alligator could have thrown this in a better spot. Thank God, Garrett is a friggin' stud as he makes the catch, allowing Zach to celebrate like he helped the team win a Super Bowl. Here, Garrett tells the ref, "Hey, ref, did you see how fucking horrible that throw was and I still caught it? Disgusting." One more film breakdown here as we see Zach returning from the sideline, unable to navigate himself with any success, back to the huddle. Thankfully, his teammates were there to help him up off the ground, but unfortunately for Zach, they chose to not help him. Zach's ass had a large bruise that took a while to heal, although his mom's friend gave him some aloe to rub on the buttocks, and that helped a little. Next week, I'll have a full film breakdown of Cole Thompson's scooter crash from the combine. Thanks for having me, Jake. Gator sucks.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for that film breakdown, Andrew.
Dude.
Great job.
I was waiting. I was like, one day I've seen those before. I'm like, Gators got to get me one on more of these. Oh, Gator. that was damn good.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.